Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syamsul Arifi Husin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azrul Nizam bin Ahmad.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Habiban Bendelniam.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nursoleha binti Abdul Wahab.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadila binti Nur Azhar.
Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Asma Atika binti Ismail.
In this assignment, we have to discuss about chapter 2, which is institution and financial market, which is consists of Islamic financial system, and financial institutions, infrastructure institutions, supportive Islamic financial system. Other international bodies supportive Islamic finance markets and instruments, and Sharia government. Islamic financial system is similar to the structure of conventional system. The Islamic financial system also consists of financial institutions, which is Islamic banks, Islamic insurance, which is takaful companies, Islamic mutual funds, and other finance companies, and market that also bring lenders and borrow together. Modern day Islamic banking has two categories, which is Islamic banks coexisting with interest-based bank, and Islamic banks operating under a binding and all embracing Islamic banking system through the use of various finance concepts such as ijarah, which is leasing, mudarabah, which is profit sharing, musyarakah, which is partnership. Financial institutions have a great deal of flexibility, creativity, and choice in the creation of Islamic financial institution. Furthermore, by increasing those transactions can be supported by genuine trade or business-related activities. Islamic finance sets a higher standard for investment and promotes security, accountability, and risk mitigation.
I will present about the Islamic financial system. The Islamic financial system is similar to the structure of the conventional financial system. A comprehensive Islamic financial system includes Islamic banking, takaful, Islamic capital market, regulatory and supervisory framework, as well as Sharia framework. Most countries where Islamic finance has a presence, Islamic financial institution operates in dual financial system, where Islamic finance operate alongside with the conventional financial system. Only Iran and Sudan are two countries that has a full-fledged Islamic financial system. Others, including Malaysia, Indonesia, the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, have adopted a dual financial system. For the next slide, I will explain about the principles of an Islamic financial system. The first principle is prohibiting interest, which is riba. Riba is the interest charged on loan, deposits, or capital. It is forbidden under Sharia because it is thought to be exploitive. Second, money as potential capital. Money is viewed as potential capital and can be only translated into actual capital when it gets combined with other resources to engage in a productivity activity. Third, risk sharing. The provider of financial capital and the entrepreneur share business risk in return for shares of the profits. Fourth, prohibition of speculative behavior. An Islamic financial system discourages hoarding and prohibits transactions featuring extreme uncertainties, gambling, and risk. Fifth, sanctity of contracts. A contract must also fulfill the maqasid al-Shari'ah, which means objective or goal of Sharia, which will ensure fairness to and welfare of all parties. 6. Sharia-approved activities. A Sharia-compliant investment should be free from activities prohibited by Islam, such as any business dealing with alcohol, gambling, and casinos. 7. Financial inclusion. Islamic financial addresses financial inclusion through risk sharing and other through specific instruments of the distribution of the wealth among the society. And for the next slide, I will explain about the Malaysian Islamic financial system. Malaysia, with a dual banking system, has leveraged both Islamic and conventional financial system. The Islamic financial system in Malaysia can be classified into three categories. First, Islamic banking system. Bank Negara Malaysia is entrusted to regulate and supervise Islamic banking operations in Malaysia. The Islamic banks and the commercial banks, finance companies, merchant banks and discount houses participating in the scheme Perbankan Islam that stands for Islamic banking schemes. Second, non-bank Islamic financial intermediaries can be grouped into four institutions, which are Takaful or Islamic insurance, saving institutions, the development financial institutions, and other financial intermediaries. Third, Islamic financial markets. The Islamic financial markets in Malaysia comprise the Islamic money market and the Islamic capital market. The Islamic money market was introduced in 1994 by Bank Negara Malaysia to promote a comprehensive Islamic banking system. The Islamic capital market in Malaysia comprises a primary securities market in which new issues of Islamic government papers and Islamic corporate securities are offered to the public as well as institutions. Next, a secondary market in which existing Islamic government papers and Islamic corporate securities are transacted, and the equity market and unit trust. That's all from me.
What is Islamic financial institutions? In the modern world economy, Islamic financial institutions can be seen having the same economic laws as the traditional non-Islamic financial market participants. Islamic banking institutions can be divided into three categories. First, ordinary financial institutions that using products and services based on Islamic banking. Second, banking business referred as IFI. Third, IFI with Islamic banking products and services. On the other hand, Malaysia government also has allowed other bank institutions such as conventional Islamic institutions to begin the Islamic banking especially in 1993. However, in 1997, global crisis has affected the number of conventional banks that offer the Islamic banking services, and it is because the structuring program of the central bank. Next, development of Islamic bank. In the 19th century, Muslims found the current banking in an economic system based on riba, which is prohibited in Islam. In the 1970s, Islamic bank experienced a visible emergence in three phases of development. In Malaysia, according to Bank Negara Malaysia's strategy, the pattern used for Islamic banking is the dual models. This strategy can be seen as the best strategy used and adopted by BNM to spread Islamic banking throughout the country. In 1983 to 1993, BIMB is established, while in 1999, when Muamalat commenced operation. Islamic insurance takaful companies. In Islamic finance, takaful can be identified as an important new sector that shows continuous and attractive growth in key markets. Takaful operators and clients based on the following contract models such as Mudarabah and Wakalah models. Mudarabah models is defined as profit sharing when one party provides capital while the other party provides manpower, and Wakalah model is an agency contract in which a party mandates another party as their agent to perform certain tasks. Next, the difference between conventional insurance and takaful. The conventional insurance can be concluded as the companies invest the fund in non-Sharia based avenue, while the takaful operator only does Sharia compliant business investment. Islamic Mutual Fund of Unit Trust. One of Islamic financial products available in a market is the Islamic Unit Trust Fund, which operates in compliance with Sharia principles. There are things to consider in Islamic trust, such as Sharia board with Islam law scholars, fund need to manage by Muslim manager, payment of zakat, and many others. Islamic institution wakaf. One of the achievements of Muslim Ummah is wakaf. According to Quran, Muslims need to give do good deed and spend in the way of Allah has opened the way of wakaf. Wakaf can also have positive impact on the development and prosperity in Islamic civilizations. There are 9 models in cash wakaf, such as share wakaf, takaful wakaf, direct cash endowment, mobile cash endowment, obligatory cash endowment, corporate cash endowment, wakaf cash deposit, cooperative cash endowment, and lastly, endowment mutual fund. That's all.
I would like to explain about infrastructure institutions supporting Islamic financial. The first is Islamic Financial Service Board. The Islamic Financial Service Board is based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, began operation in yearly 2003. It was founded by a consortium of central banks and the Islamic Development Bank. IFSB in an international standard setting organization that promote the soundness and stability of Islamic banking by issue global prudential standards and guide principles in the area of capacity adequacy, risk management, and transparency. The objective is to promote the development of a prudent and transparent Islamic financial service industry through introducing news, adapting existing international standards consistent with Sharia principles, and recommending this for adoption. To liaise and cooperate with relevant organizations currently setting standards for the stability and the soundness of the international monetary and financial system. To encourage cooperation among member countries in development the Islamic financial service industry. To undertake research into and publish study and survey on the Islamic financial service industry. Okay, the next is International Islamic Financial Market. The International Islamic Financial Market is the global standard setting body for the Islamic capacity money market segment of the Islamic financial industry. Its primary focus lies in the standardization of Islamic products, documents, and related processes. IIFM was found with the collective effort of Central Bank of Bahrain, Central Bank of Indonesia, Central Bank of Sudan, Labuan Offshore Financial Service Authority Malaysia, Islamic Development Bank Arab Saudi, and Ministry of Financial Brunei Darussalam. Besides founding member, IIFM is also supported by its permanent member, namely State Bank of Pakistan and Dubai International Financial Center Okay, the next slide is other international body supporting Islamic financial. The first is Islamic Development Bank, established in pursuit of the Declaration of Instant Issue by the Conference of Financial Management of Muslim Countries held in Jeddah in December 1973. The purpose of the bank is to foster the economic development and social progress of member countries and Muslim community individually as well as jointly in accordance with the principle of Sharia, example Islamic law. The function is to participate in equity capacity and gain loan for productive projects and enterprise besides providing financial assistance to member countries in other forms for economic and social development. To establish and operate special fund for special purpose including a fund for assistance to Muslim community in non-member country in addition to setting up trust fund. Accept deposit and to mobile financial resource through Sharia compatible mode. Assist in the promotion of foreign trade, especially in capital goods among member countries, providing technical assistance to member countries. Second is IBFIM. IBFIM is a lifelong learning institution with specialists in industry technical certification. The certification are designed to ensure attainment of technical provising level to fulfill job requirements and support professionals of the industry. IBFIM learning modules are customized to fulfill the specific needs of the client with the Islamic financial institution, especially as well as other sectors engaging in Islamic finance. There are 4 categories. First, training, professional development. Second, Sharia advisor audit. Third, business advisor development. And the last one, knowledge management center.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. Today I would like to present on Islamic financial market and instrument. Islamic capital market can be defining as a fundraising activities are carried out in a way that do not conflict with teaching of Islam. In other words, it also can be defining as a transaction where the market should be free from the involvement of prohibited activities by Islam such as riba, maisi and garang. For your information, the passage of time about Islamic capital market in Malaysia was started on 1983. In early 1993, first Islamic banking are introduced. Islamic capital market (ICM) are the most important component in the capital market in Malaysia because it play a similar important role as other capital market component. In early 1990, ICM product has been introduced, such as a first Islamic bond was issued by a multinational company, is a Shell Medias, and classification of halal counters by Bank Islam. During that time, the demand of ASEAN product and service has been increased in capitalizing and financing investment and liquidity. On 1996, Sharia Advisory Council (SAC) has been set up. Do you know what is SAC? SAC is a body set up by Islamic banking authorities to ensure the operation and activities of the bank are Sharia compliant. The responsibility is to advise SAC on ICM method relating to Islamic financial business. They provide Sharia guidance in industry to promote harmonization and conversion of Sharia opinions. Next, we move to the fundamental aspect of Islamic capital market. There are two sources of making decision, which is primary source, Quran and Sunnah, and the secondary source is Ijma, concerns of Sharia scholar and Qiyas analogy. Now we go to role of regulator and industry platform in Islamic capital market. The several role of Bank Negara Malaysia is to supervise and regulate Islamic banks similar to the case of other licensed banks, and to issue currency and keep the reserve safeguarding the value of the currency. Next, Security Commission (SC) is the single body that regulates and promotes the development of capital market. Beside that, SC also responsible to promote and maintain fair, efficient, secure and transparent securities and the future market. There are several regulations on Islamic capital market that we are follow, which is Capital Market Service Act 2007, Securities Commission Act 1993, Companies Act 1995, Financial Service Act 2030, and Islamic Financial Service Act. The guideline that we follow on Islamic capital is Guideline on Islamic Fund Management, Guideline for Islamic Real Estate Investment Trust, Guideline on the offering of Islamic security, Guideline on the unit trust funds, Guideline on the offering of structured product, Guideline on the offering of asset-backed security, Guideline and best practice of Islamic venture capital. I think that's all from me, and thank you very much.
Sharia governance. Sharia governance is a distinctive feature of corporate governance in the financial sector, and it is concerned with the religious element and Islamicity of FIF operation and behavior. Sharia governance system refer to the collection of institution and organization arrangement by which an IIFS guaranteed that there is effective independent supervision of Sharia compliance. Sharia Advisory Council of Bank Negara Malaysia (SAC). SAC is a Malaysia's top Sharia authority in Islamic finance, was founded in May 1997. The SAC has been given the ability to determine Islamic law for the financial business, as well as any other business based on SAC Sharia principle, and is supervised and regulated by the Bank Negara Malaysia. SAC is responsible for evaluating on Islamic banking and takaful product to guarantee their conformity with Sharia principle. The SAC position and duties were explained in the recent Central Bank of Malaysia Act 29, which gave the SAC the status of the sole authority on Sharia issue relating to Islamic banking, takaful and Islamic finance. Security Commission Sharia Advisory Council. The Security Commission Malaysia SC created the Sharia Advisory Council SSC on May 16, 1996. The Security Commission of Malaysia Act 1993 established the SSC of SC as the authority for determining the application of Sharia principle to Islamic capital market, ICM operation or transaction, and was charged with ensuring that ICN was properly implemented and compliant with Sharia principles. The Sharia Advisory Committee SAC of the SC advised the SC on any Sharia issue affecting ICM transaction or business. The Securities Commission many regulating functions include supervising action, cleaning house and center depositories, registering authority for purposes of corporation other than unlisted regional club, approving authority for corporate bond issue, regulating all matters relating to security and future contract, regulating all matters relating the takeover and merge of company, regulating all matters relating to unit trust scheme, listen and supervising all listen people, encouraging self-regulation and ensuring proper conduct of market institution and listen. Malaysia International Islamic Finance Center (MIFC). The MIFC is a joint initiative of Malaysia financial market regulator and relevant governments agency aimed at growing the country Islamic finance market through cooperative with industry and governments. The initiative, which is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, was founded in 2006. The MIFC plays a critical role in speeding up the banking process and developing international Islamic finance market relationship. The section investment and economic between Asia and the Middle East, West Asia, North Africa, Malaysia being centrally located in the Asian time zone, providing serve as a meeting point for people with access cash and those seeking finance for all over the world. The MIFC has 5 focus areas. 1. Suku organization is to provide a platform for governments, agencies and commercial organizations to organize Suku of Malaysia. 2. Islamic fund and wealth management to promote Malaysia is a destination for Islamic fund and management operation. 3. International Islamic banking to promote Malaysia as a center for Islamic banking operation generally conducted in foreign currency. 4. International Takaful is to promote Malaysia as a center of international Takaful operation generally conducted in foreign currency. 5. Human capital development is to promote Malaysia as a center of excellence and to leadership in education, training, consultancy and research. Sharia governance have 3 initiatives. 1. Ensure of new international Islamic banking license. 2. Ensure of new international Takaful operator license. And 3. Islamic Fund Management Company (IFMC).
As a conclusion, Islamic financial system has potential to become the envoy for the implementations of the righteous objectives of Sharia, as it resides within a financial path underlined by the nature of Sharia rulings, with implementations of Maqasid Sharia. Islamic financial institution characteristics are shaped by the highest objective of Islamic law, emphasizing overall social and economic good and not infectious greed and individualism.